Hi everybody, I am so rusty at this, I really apologise, and I'm so sorry about this background. I guess that looks a bit better, so you can't see the door. We are going to be painting this door soon, which will definitely look a lot better because I just don't really, I don't know. I have no new concealer, so I'm just going to quickly apply this one, which I'm really loving at the moment, which is the Revolution Conceal and Define. Like I said in my last haul, no, like I said in my recent empties, I did replace the Tarte concealer, which I'm not showing you here today. Sorry, that is actually in my makeup drawer. I did forget about that. I forgot I bought a new concealer. But that's in my makeup drawer because I kind of just want to get through some other ones that I've kind of had for a little while. Because the Tarte one is like just my go-to, absolute favourite one. I love it to cover this redness that I've got. I have acne rosacea. I do get cystic acne, hence this little friend down here, which is actually two together. I don't know if that's the stress that I've been under that's kind of caused that. And I did have some other breakouts, and I haven't since last March, touch wood, had any breakouts since I started the Element wise. I bought 3 in the last 3 months. Go me. Except I did buy 3 of this one. Oh, this one was a nightmare. So I bought originally, this is the, sorry, I didn't even tell you, this is the Revolution Glow. This is the Body Veil Face and Body Foundation. It is an absolute dupe, and I'm gonna get it out because I do have the actual original, and I'm sorry, I'm aware I look totally crazy like this, but you know, that's okay. Then we're going to put makeup on. So this is it. I bought F4 and F1 originally. I bought F1 because sometimes with stuff like this, like a body veil, I don't then want to go and put a concealer on that's like really thick coverage and kind of have it kind of stand out, because this is meant to be more of a veil, like a tinted moisturiser. So I got the F1. Now the F4 was really, really orangey peachy, really peachy warm, and I thought F4 would match me because I'm F4 in all of their other foundations. But it didn't, so word to the wise, if you're an F4, F3 is your match, because I got F1 and F4 first, because I got it in a 3 for 2 with another product, which I'm going to show you, and then I realised, yeah, this is not for me, so I ordered in another 3 for 2, I got F3. The one that it's a dupe of is the MAC. So this is the MAC Face and Body, and this is the Revolution. Now the cap is the same as what the top is. They've put a normal cap on this, but they are identical. Yes, this one from MAC is not quite the right shade. It's a little darker, but I use the white, so I actually have the white in this. I got this as 120 mils, I thought it was a really good deal, and I ended up picking this up with something else, and I had a 20% student discount at the time, so I ended up picking 2 of them, which I think I've shown you those in a previous haul. I got the white. I got the white because I like to use that for brightening up areas of the face. Because it's quite a thin consistency, you can afford to do that. So I've got a white concealer, which I use more for concealing purposes, whereas that's a bit thinner, so you can actually use it to brighten areas. But I got this because I thought it'd be a really good dupe. Now it's got a very strong smell, which is not offensive to be fair, and it doesn't last, so that's okay. I actually like this on my skin. However, for a tinted moisturiser, I have worn this in this heat, and this does not do particularly well with heat. And you can see I'm wiping away the wet areas. So it's kind of like this is a haul, get ready, try on new stuff, show you new makeup, and kind of mini reviews. However, I do love this stuff. When I first put this on, the coverage of this blows my mind. It's really, really, really nice. And it does really nicely. It doesn't settle into fine lines on me, and just, it's really nice on my skin. I like this with the Smashbox Poreless Primer and the Figs and Rouge Primer that we got in a glossy box. So yes, really, really rate this. I really like it. So that's that one, and I mix 1 squirt of F4, 1 F3 and 1 F1, and that is actually the perfect shade for me, so I'm really happy. And you get absolutely loads in here. This is £15, which is pricey for Revolution. Revolution's prices getting up there lately, ladies, but I do really like it. So that's that one. And then the other foundation I picked up was the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I find it's like, this is, ooh, super classy Anastasia Beverly Hills logo. Bam! Foundation. Yeah, I know what you are. But you know, as visually challenged ladies are like, okay, yeah, I can definitely see this. Now, I got mine in 130N. And the reason I got this was Make Me Up Misser used this, and she used this shade, and this was her shade. And I thought, well, great, I'm going to get that because Misser is the reason that I ended up picking the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. And I got mine in, I'm pretty sure it's Mont Blanc, which is light 2, because she got that one. I thought, you know what, I think that's going to match me, and it matched me perfectly. So I kind of go off most of the time what Misser kind of says for foundation. So I'm pretty sure it was her that I watched, and she had this, she applied this, I thought it looked beautiful, and I thought, yeah, so I ordered that colour, and it's absolutely fantastic. So those are 2 of my foundation purchases, and the third one is the one we're going to use today, because this has been killing me. This arrived last week. It is the Huda Glowish, and it is, what does that say? Oh, it just says by Huda Beauty. This is, I'm sorry I have to use this, but without my glasses I'm visually challenged, and white writing on this is impossible. This is the Multi-Dew Skin Tint. I have mine in the lighter shade. I possibly need a slightly darker shade, but we'll just bronze up and we'll go with it. And then if I do, then at some point I'll order the darker shade if I like how this is on my skin, and then kind of mix them together. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm really, really excited because this has been sitting looking at me. Oh, it's actually a bit darker when you get it out, and it's a nice thicker consistency. So I've just put one little pump. Yeah, this is actually going to work out really fine for me. This looks a really, really nice match. It is very light, which I expected. And I'm quite interested in maybe trying the Fenty one, because I know a lot of people have been talking about the Fenty one. I'm just quite interested to see what kind of coverage I get with this, I guess. And I'm just using a Sigma brush. I'm really sorry I can't tell you what it is, because it's so old there are no longer any numbers are writing on it. So, but I know it's Sigma. Just, you know, this is what their brushes used to look like. So that is one basic layer of it, 2 pumps. I mean, that's not too bad. I am sweaty and melty. You can see it has a really, really impressive glow about it. I still have a bit left on my hand. It hasn't done too bad with covering the redness that I get across my face. And my little friend down here, you can still see, but my little friend is very red and angry. Okay. I'm actually really impressed with that, and I like that colour on me. I think that's really nice, because I think it's like the colour of the outer container made it look a lot lighter, but it's actually a little darker. So that's something that I would definitely take from that. This is the lightest shade, and I honestly think if I went up to a darker shade it wouldn't look right on me. So I got the right shade. I'm really happy about that, because nothing's worse than buying something and it being the wrong shade. In America you can kind of send things back, which would be great if you could do that over here, but you can't, so there you go. But yeah, okay, colour me impressed. I like it. Right, what do I do next? Brows. Okay, so brows, I didn't buy anything for brows either, but I did, well, I kind of did. Where is it? So I do have a brow product that I bought, but it's a repurchase, so it's nothing exciting, and it was very cheap. It is the NYX Brow Pencil in Taupe. It is my absolute favourite. It needs sharpening, but we're going to be lazy children today. We're just going to put it on because it's fine. Right, what I would normally do next is powder and stuff like that. I'm not doing that today just because I have some cream bronzer products. So this is the part where I'm going to talk to you about the bronzing products that I bought. And I am not a bronzer kind of girl. I literally have a tiny section in the drawer that is for bronzers. I do have contour palettes that have bronzing shades in them, and that's more me. I just don't have a lot of bronzers. I have a couple of MUAs, I have Hoola, I have, see, I can't remember anything, Dallas, and then I have a Sigma one, and that's it. I'm just not a bronzer girl, but I have picked up a number of bronzers this month. I've gone a bit mad, but let me explain. Okay, so let's first of all look at what I've got. I did pick up this, which I thought, when they said the value of it, I think it was about £50 or something like that, and you got it for, I ended up getting it for 20 because I had a deal on, I think it was a Feel Unique or Look Fantastic, I can't remember, one of the two. I picked up this palette and I just thought, okay, 20, I don't mind paying that. Even though they said it was worth 52, but I thought it was going to be bigger, and it's not. So if you are going to buy this Hoola palette, please be aware it's small. I mean, yeah, it's a small palette, it is. When I got it, I was like, okay. Not sure where you get the £52 worth of value in there. Those are the pans. Now, somebody I watched, she was like, I don't understand this palette because, you know, you can't wear all those colours. Those colours are meant for different skin tones. I beg to disagree with that. I'm not a massive fan of Hoola Light on me. It's a bit orangey shade. But I do like it to use a little bit of bronzing, and then I use Hoola to contour. And then these two are quite nice bronzer shades as well. So this up into the hollows of the cheeks, this to kind of warm up. So if you want to go a little bit more bronzy, you can go for these colours here. And to be fair, they're not really too dark, I don't think. I didn't think they were. But that's the three there. And I've gone really heavy with those swatches. I might as well do the other one. But that's what the swatches there look like. So you've got the light and then the Hoola, and then you've got the dark and the medium. But if you go in with a light hand, you can actually use those, and this palette will last ages because Benefit powders really do. And then I did pick up 4 new products. Cream, 3 cream and a powder. So the cream products that I picked up, I haven't used this one yet. This one's in Fair, and this is the Huda Tantour. It's still got its little thing. This actually just came last week, and it came with the Glowish and something else I'm about to show you. I did a little swatch of it. It's warmer than what I expected, because when I looked at the swatch online, it looked cooler, so I thought it was going to be a really nice contour shade. I have ordered Amber, the cream bronzer from Fenty for Boots, so I'm excited about that coming, because I do have the stick of that. But I'm just really enjoying cream products, so I did get that. And then I have the NARS limited edition cream bronzers. It's like, why do you need 2? Well, I got Casino first, which is a medium shade, and this, let me tell you, is absolutely stunning. I love this. I've worn this several times and it smells absolutely incredible, so highly recommend. And then I ordered Laguna, which actually just arrived today, because Laguna is the fair to medium. So we're actually going to try this out today. I don't know if it looks a little bit yellowy toned, but we're going to see, because we're going to be brave and try that today, because I wanted to try some products new. And then I did pick this one up, and this is so not me, and this is so off my radar, but this is the Huda Beauty Glowish, and this one's in Tan Light. So this is light. The packaging's quite nice on this. And then that's what that looks like, which is a bit more of a glowy bronzer, which I thought's quite nice actually. I've never wanted to wear a glowy bronzer, but just thinking about if you're going to highlight up your face and make your skin look glowy, you might as well have a glowy bronzer as well, so you kind of got a whole glow thing going on. So I think we're going to try that over the top at the end. So without further waffling, let's get on to applying this. Now what I like to use is I like to use a domed sort of brush. I've heard the e.l.f. Putty Primer brush is very good, and the putty bronzers, so I'm going to order a couple of them and try it. And that's the same shape as this. This is the Spectrum, the B02. I think it's more intended as a foundation brush, but I really, really do like it for putting on these. Now I've seen people put it with a duo fibre, which I think makes it quite splotchy, and some people kind of swiping it on, but I have been just dabbing it in and then just kind of stippling. So we're going to go with that. Oh, they smell so nice. I don't know, it's tropical, but I don't know, it's like a hint of chocolate. I don't know, maybe I'm just hungry. So let's do this. Ooh, okay. They're very pigmented. Oh my goodness, look at how glowy I am. What I've been doing recently as well is blush and bronze, going a little bit overhand with it, then putting powder over the top, because I find my bronzing product and my blush tends to fade throughout the day quite quickly, and then at the end of the day I basically don't have any of that left. So I have found, and it's working well for me even in this heat, is to put them on, powder over the top, and then apply a bit more over the top if I want to, and it's lasting all day for me. So that's really good. I don't know why I'm waggling my brush at you. Right. See, if you just stipple that quite gently. Ooh, okay. Oh, I am appreciating this tone very much. I'm pretty sure I got a Laguna bronzer in a box at some point, but it was shimmery. Is that right? Because I don't like shimmery bronzer. I can't, when I talk on a video, I always say brush instead of blush and blonzer instead of bronzer. I don't know. I haven't made videos in a while, guys. I'm so sorry. So, anyway, I can't stop saying that word. I'm going to pop a bit of Casino on because it's a little darker. Just at the high hollows of my cheeks. I'm going to use just some powder blush today because I have 2 new ones. I did get a few things from the MAC Cruella collection. I haven't bought from MAC in years, but this collection really caught my eye. But I did pick up this Cruella one, which is kind of like a highlighty kind of thing, and a pink. It looks scary. It's not as scary on, honestly. I really like it. So I got that. And then I did pick this up in the Revolution sale, which is the Roxy blush palette, which I have wanted forever. So we're going to apply that today, but I am going to put powder on first because I prefer to put powder blush on top of powdered skin because it just blends easier. Right, I realised that my favourite powder brush is in the bathroom because I've just washed it. It is the BH Cosmetics powder brush, and it's kind of like small and black and compact. I've showed it in a haul before, but I will definitely use it in a video coming up. It is the best powder brush ever because it just packs the powder on your face, sets everything beautifully. Now this month I bought 3 powders. So I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills because I wanted to get the powder to go with foundation because I just like to do that. I picked mine up. I got 2. I got 1 in vanilla and 1 in translucent. It's absolutely huge. You get loads of product in this. I'm really impressed. It's quite pricey. Let's see, 25 grams. That is amazing. So I got this in vanilla and I got it in translucent, and then I did pick up the Zoeva powder. This one's in Dazzling, and I actually got this from TK Maxx. I picked up 2. This one is 14 grams, pretty good. I think it retails for mid-20s, and I got it for $5.99 at TK Maxx. I actually picked up 2. I got 1 and really loved it because I'd gone into Sunderland. I had a job interview, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But yeah, I got this and then I fell in love. I really am enjoying this product. I just don't like these kind of net things. I just don't like them. I just think this wastes so much product because you're kind of pouncing at it. But I know that we're going to lose that glow. But trust me, with this heat, if I do not set this, this is just going to slide off my face. I really like it for powder because I really like that kind of ability to stipple powder on. And I just feel like this really covers the face really well because obviously it's nice and big. I'm probably going to take that little sifter thing out because I don't like it. But this powder, I love it. It kind of gives, I don't know if you can tell on camera, it's a very airbrush kind of finish. It just looks very natural. You can't tell you've got powder on. It doesn't give any kind of colour or anything, and yeah, it just really sets things nicely. So that is the Zoeva powder in Dazzling, which is kind of like a peachier tone sort of powder, which is fine. This palette is so pigmented. The first time I put it on, I was like, whoa, that is too much powder. So we're going to go for this really beautiful shade. I love this one. And I never tap my brush off. It drives me nuts. But sometimes I feel like I should. Like, I've gone in so light that I've barely touched it. It's because this blush palette makes me nervous. It's going to last for absolutely forever because honestly, I'm just frightened of it. Because the first time I used it, I was like, woo! So bright. But I think that they're discontinuing this. I got this in the sale on the Revolution makeup site, and I got it when I ordered I got it for £5 when I ordered I think it was the foundation. So yeah, look at that. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. I'm not one for really heavy blushes, but it's just a really nice sort of peach flush to the cheeks. And yeah, it's really, really pretty. And I love this. I think that it's beautiful. I think there's some really nice shades in there. Like, that's the one that I just used. You've got this really corally, then you've got an orange. Just to give you a kind of idea. That's how pigmented they are. Eye primers, I did pick up the new Revolution Eye Base. I'm not going to use this today, which I know is like, why? It's because I am melting basically, and I know that I'm not going to keep this makeup on, and I'd rather do this when I'm putting different makeup on and kind of see how that works. I want to use it with some pigments that I'm going to show you that I got. So I'm going to stay away from using that today, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use this one, which is my tried and tested favourite one, which is the Revolution Eye Base. So we've got that on. And as far as eye products go, I do have quite a few eye products to show you. So I picked up these two Revolution ones in the sale. They were £5 each. This is the XX Revolution ones. And I picked up Extortion and Experiment. So there won't be any surprises basically in the ones I picked up, but I just love the colours in this particular palette. I thought the greens were really something special. I love me some green, so I did want to pick up that one. And I don't normally get Revolution eye shadows because I'm not a huge fan, don't hate me. I love lots of their other products. But I did think that these were exceptionally beautiful. This one's gorgeous. Okay, so I picked those up. I didn't get loads of eyeshadow palettes this month, although I got a few more than I thought I had. I did pick up the Plush palette, which is by Sample Beauty. I'd been eyeing this forever. I think it was £20, maybe just over, and then I saw it on Beauty Bay and it was on for 11, and I was like, oh, excuse me. It's like a flash sale type thing. I think it's because I've been looking at it so much. And I had to pick it up because the colours in this are just definitely a bit of me. I love blues and purples and greens, and I love sort of burgundy shades, and I don't mind these kinds of shades for kind of like crease colours. So I have picked that up and I've used it a number of times and really like it. I like that kind of grungy sort of colour story. I think it's really nice. So really, really like this. The next palette I picked up was from Beauty Bay. They released another one of these little palettes. I've got the pastel one already, which is behind me. And this one's called Utopia. I was on the fence whether to get it because I've got a lot of bright coloured palettes, but I do think that some of these shades in here are quite unique and they are absolutely stunning. Trust me, these on the eyes are just beautiful, and I have used this quite a lot. And can I just say, Beauty Bay just absolutely nail it, like with their shadows. They are so absolutely stunning. They're so pigmented and they're crazy. Look at that. I might as well just swatch them all, guys. There's 8 colours in this palette. Look at that. If you've been on the fence about getting this, this is a tropical holiday palette. They are so beautifully pigmented. They're all mattes. They blend beautifully. You will not be disappointed in this palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I've just got fingerprints all over the edges. But yes, it's absolutely stunning, and I'm really, really glad I got it. I love the quality of Beauty Bay shadows. They are totally nuts. So that's that one. I picked up the Mel Cosmetics Brunette palette. Like I said, neutrals, not massively my thing, but I kind of have become a melt collector. I just have bought all of their palettes, so I thought, well, I'm not going to miss this one out. But actually, I've worn this a couple of times, and it's really beautiful. It's just, yes, it is very neutral, but you just can't get away from like the quality of melt shadows. That's them there. So pigmented, so soft, blend beautifully. The shimmers in here are really beautiful as well. I just really, really like it actually, and for a neutral palette, I'm not mad at it. So this is the Kaleidos, and this is the Flower Punk palette. Really unique, it's because it's got a magnetic lid, so you can actually take it off completely, or you can just slide it and hold it in place at the top. I just take it off completely. You can use this as an independent mirror as well, which is quite handy. The only thing is, I don't think the shades are huge in this one. So, and yes, this end here screams Melt Cosmetics. wholeheartedly screams it, because very similar to some Melt Cosmetics stuff. This end not so much, but this end is really beautiful, and I have really been enjoying using this palette. Really, really nice. I do love the quality of Kaleidos eyeshadows. And then I have 2 more palettes to show you before we get into using the one. Well, I'm going to show you the one I want to use last, because I've been so excited and it's been killing me not to use it. I picked up Candy Skies. It's my first Laura Lee Los Angeles palette, in conjunction with her niece Erin Weaver, which is really exciting. When I saw this palette, I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is more my colour story. Like, I really wanted to support her with the earlier palettes, but they were just so neutral, and that's just really not massively me, and I was worried about customs charges. I didn't get customs charges on this, which I was really pleased about, and I am considering getting the Nudie Patootie 2, is it? Which I think looks like a nice sort of vampy colour story, so I'm considering that. But the shipping was quite delayed and it wasn't very good, but yeah, it got here, so happy days. And it smells like sort of... Did that get on my nose? No, I'm very lucky. Cotton candy, but like raspberry cotton candy. So that's what the Candy Skies looks like. She showed this and I was like, hello. Just get in the basket. I had to wait till I got paid, but I was like, get in my basket and come and live at this house, because this colour story is a whole lot of me. I've already done a coloured look featuring these 3 shades and these 2 shades here, and I've used this shade. So I haven't gone into these kind of this quad at the end, which is the blue quad, or this shade here, and then I haven't used this little trio here, although I did use a little bit of the white in fairness. The white is not the most pigmented white, but it is nice, and the reason I say that is a really pigmented white is great for pastels if you want to put it on, because if you put the white underneath, it cancels out the colour of your skin, and then it gives the pastels something that really kind of... That's how they perform better. Like, I have the 35i from Morphe. Lots of people whinged about it, but if you put a white base under it, they are the most amazing, beautiful shades, and I love it. Unpopular opinion, but yes. So a nice pigmented white is great to put pastels on, but a white that's not so pigmented is better in this case, because these pastels are super pigmented and that just blends them out. So if you want to put those on, put them in the crease and then blend it with this white, it's not too harsh. So that is Candy Skies, and it's absolutely stunning, so I'm really pleased that I got that, and I will use that in a video coming up. And then the last palette, which is the one I'm using today, Norvina 5. I've had this for weeks and I've not swatched it. It's killed me because I wanted to use it on camera, and I'm going to hold it upside down. So that's what this looks like, and that's what they look like together, but I just think that this is dull in comparison. Still really pretty. This is, there's some serious dents in this palette. I absolutely love this palette a bit, but this is a lot brighter of a colour story, and it's different to Norvina 4, which has some neutral shades in as well, but they're a different tone of neutral, so I do think that it's different enough, and I really love it. The only thing, because I like things to match, is I wish the bottom was black, because the bottom on the first 4 is black and they just look really nice lined up, and then this one is like all one shade, so that's my only thing, and it's such a small gripe, but I don't really care because it's so beautiful. Right, so that covers everything, and like I said, I'm going to put the Norvina on the eyes now. The only thing that I haven't showed you is I did get some loose pigments. Makeup of Murder were having a sale, so I had to engage because I wanted these pigments forever, and I actually got them in the special limited edition or special kind of little blood drip jars. So I picked up the Neon collection, so that's the red and the orange. The yellow, they just don't do justice on camera, if I'm honest. That one's the green. I wore that one and I posted a picture on Instagram wearing that one. Then you have the blue, you have the purple, and you have the pink. My gripe is when they did the pastel neons, they didn't do all of the range, and they do come, I did keep these to show you. They come in these cute little cardboard packaging, which I can get rid of now. So showing you, we got the pastel neon red, the pastel orange, pastel yellow, which is really nice, pastel green, which is an unusual shade, pastel blue, and then you have pastel purple. They didn't do a pastel pink, which I find really unusual. Those are the pigments I picked up, and I will use them in an upcoming video. I am planning to do a video where I kind of feature all of those. And then I'm not going to move on to talking about liner or anything yet, because I figure that let's get the eyeshadow on. Part of me kind of wonders if I should go for a nude shade first. Yeah, let's do A5 first, which is kind of a nudie neutral brown. Kind of a mink shade. Okay, pretty. Because obviously I want the other shades to kind of blend into that. I just kind of hope that that doesn't have too much of an effect on the purple shades that I'm about to put in. Do I look like a panda, but a purple panda? I'm excited to use this more, so if you want to see more from that, then I'm happy to do more from that. But my Norvina palettes, I was just thinking about it the other day about doing, if I could only keep 10 palettes, but it would kind of be a waste of video because 5 of them would be the Norvinas, because I am obsessed with the quality of these. So I do have some liners to show you that I got. I did pick up a couple of sets from Boots, but this is, actually think this was before the 3 months, I just forgot to show you. I picked up the KVD Epic Curl Big Volume. I have the primer here for the mascara and the Go Big or Go Home mascara. I basically had a deluxe sample of this, fell in love and bought it, but that's just a deluxe sample from the other set. I actually then, they did do these £10 deals on Boots, and the mascara, which the full size one of Go Big or Go Home is £20, and they had them on for 10, so I bought 3 of them. That was £20, so the mascara is normally, or was it 22? The mascara is 20 on its own, and this pack was 22, and you get a full size primer. So I did pick up that, and I've kept this packaging forever to show you. And then I did get the Vegan Beloved Bestsellers, which included that mascara which I've just shown you, which is the Deluxe Go Big or Go Home. There's the Tattoo Liner, which is the ink one, and then there's this one, which is kind of the one that kind of, it's one of those ones where you turn it up, and it's actually a really beautiful liner. And you got the lip colour in Lolita, which I have got to show you. I'm just not entirely sure where I've put that right now. It's here somewhere, but yeah, you got the full-size lip colour, full-sized liner, and then you got a deluxe of the tattoo liner and deluxe of the mascara, which actually, it's really big, so love that. And I think this was about £14. It was something ridiculous in the sale. So yeah, I've been holding on that forever to show you. Another 2 liners that I did pick up was Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Side. Somebody talked about this. They said it's really good for like water, like in your waterline. I have watery eyes, so it appealed to me, so I did pick up the Dark Side liner from ABH. And then in the Cruella collection I did pick up this one, which has got the white end and the black end, and actually really love this one. And I think they're Makeup Obsession, and they're really nice. I'm actually going to very quickly try to be quick. I'm going to swatch these for you. Make Me Up Missa uses these, and she was just raving about them, and I was like, right, okay, do you know what, I'm just going to get them. I got them in a 3 for 2, and I just thought, right, whatever. And then they were selling them off, so I ended up picking a backup of them because I just have been using these so much. I absolutely love them. So those are the ones with Tiffany. And then when the Bratz collection came out, I wanted to get something. My daughter was into Bratz, and I just, yeah, quite like them. So I ended up picking up the liner set. So there you go. So those are the Bratz ones, and those are the Tiffany ones. They are completely different. The one in the Bratz is definitely a brighter blue, whereas the pink is more of a dirtier, duskier pink. It's a lighter purple, and then the orange is definitely more of a creamsicle rather than an orange. So yeah, got these. I'm not sure I'm going to use them in the look today because I think the black line is going to look better with what I've got going on. But I will use these in a video coming up because I love them. I haven't actually I haven't tried the Bratz ones yet, but the quality is the same swatched as the other ones, so I'm sure I'm going to love them. So let's use the dark side because I've not used this yet. See, now when you get that on, now it looks less crazy. I picked up a couple of sprays from the Neon Heat collection from Revolution. I picked up the strawberry and the orange. I love these kinds of fragrances. I have both from the MAC collection when they did them, so very excited to pick up those. I found a Holy Grail setting spray. This is amazing. I was going to say bloody amazing. It's the Professional Super Setter from Benefit. I love this so much. I got it on offer for 20. I love the smell. It's got a super fine mister. Actually, I'm going to use it at the end. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place in this video, but I really, really like those eyes. So now what I normally do is I do lipstick and then do highlighter. And then I do want to finish off with, obviously, the bronzer. As far as highlighters have gone this month, I've only picked up, like, technically 2 things. I picked up the Sigma Glow Kissed Highlight Palette. I can't remember, was it Paige Karen? She might have showed this. I'm not entirely sure, but somebody showed this and I thought, oh my god, that's beautiful. I haven't had Sigma highlights before, but this is what they look like. That doesn't look as gold in person, but I've used all of these colours and they all work for me. It looks like it's you that's glowing. It's not a highlight. It kind of makes your skin look like it's glowing. So I'm probably going to use this today. And then the other thing that I ultimately did get on offer was the Kaleidos Space Age Highlighter Set in the case. And that's what they look like. So there are 9 of them. Now, if you want me to do a video where I use these and kind of swatch these, please do let me know, but I'm pretty sure that everybody's had these on the channel by now. They're old news, but they are absolutely beautiful and I love them. I'm really glad they're in my collection. And I actually think I'm going to go for this colour down here today. I think that that's going to be really pretty. And I literally have touched that highlighter and look at that. That's beautiful. Actually, I think that's pretty comparable to the colour that's in the centre of my eye. So I think that matches quite nicely. And I do like to put a bit of that up on the brow. It doesn't sit on your skin, it's like it's you. So really, really love that. So I'm really super pleased that I got this palette. Right. So the last thing to cover in this haul is lipsticks. I picked up 2 Revolution ones, which are these new sort of pencil ones. So this one is Ruby. And it's actually a really beautiful, beautiful true red shade. And then Vampire is one of my favourites. I have it in several variations from them. I have a lipstick, I have the matte, and that one is Vampire. It's not quite as nice in the Velvet Lip Crayon, and again these have a sheen as well, but it still is very nice. I like my dark reds and my true reds. So Smoke is a grey. I've actually worn this. I actually really like these unusual kind of shades now, and then putting different coloured glosses over the top. So that's a really true grey colour. I have Midnight, which I've not worn yet, but I Really just wanted a really nice black lipstick. That's Midnight. Then you've got, I think this first one I'm going to do is Griffin. Yeah, you've got Griffin, and these are kind of a greyish kind of colour. So that's Griffin. It's almost got some kind of purpley tones in there. Then you've got Resin, which has more of a mauve tone. It's lighter. There is a shade difference between the two. And then the last one is Dusty Mauve. These are actually really beautiful creamy lipsticks, and Dusty Mauve is just beautiful. It's everything that I hoped it would be. So I'm very happy with them. So from the collection I did pick up all 6 of the lip products because I was super excited because I thought it was a really nice collection. So I picked up all 3 of the liquid matte lipsticks, which I'd never tried from MAC before, but I really do like these. So you've got Glamarchy, which is the really dark red one, which is absolutely stunning. This one is gorgeous. I got a backup of this one, Queen of Mean, which is a very dusty mauve colour, which is really beautiful on. And then this one is Mayhemmed, which is a beautiful bright red shade. And the packaging with the Cruella and then the black and white on the lid, it's just really nice. I store them in this little pretty glass, and in here I have the lipsticks, and then I have the one from when they did the collection before. This is Innocence Beware? No, this is not Innocence Beware, that's the nude. This one is Heartless, which to this day is still my favourite red from MAC. It is absolutely stunning. It's such a shame that they didn't re-promote it in this collection, but they did do 3 other shades in the lipsticks. The bullets are really beautiful. They have the Cruella on again, and then the black and white. So we have Sweet and Vicious, which I hadn't intended on getting. I should swatch all these really for you. I hadn't intended on getting this one, but I saw somebody use it and it's the most beautiful soft peach shade. So I did get that one. I have Devil in the Details, which is the red. You know me and red, can't resist. Which I guess is not too dissimilar from Heartless. It's really beautiful though. It's a nice true sort of red. And then the last one in the collection is Camden Caber, which is absolutely stunning. It's a really dark red colour. And that's that one there. So that's the liquid ones. The red in this is more, it's got more of a orangey sort of base to it. And then you've got that really beautiful, very dusty mauve kind of tone, and then that really dark, cool toned berry shade. And yeah, so that's the lipsticks and the liquid lipsticks. And then the last lip product to show you is I did pick up the Norvina. This is the Strawberry Lip Balm, and it's really nice. It smells delicious, it's beautiful on the lip. So this one is the KVD, and this is Lolita 2, which was part of that gift set. I looked to see if they still had it, because I thought, well, I'd like to back up on the liner, both liners and the mascara, but they didn't. It sold out, which is not surprising. Such a fine mist, and it smells amazing. Apply a bit of gloss. This is a KVD one as well, and this is in Lolita. I think I showed you this. This is when Debenhams basically was just getting rid of all their makeup. Anyway, I've gone on for far too much now, so I am now going to go. I actually have another video to do, which is this Glossybox bag that was out recently, which is the summer bag, I think it's called. Yeah, so I'm going to do a video on that now. And yeah, that's it for now, and please do stay tuned on my channel for some upcoming videos on home and beauty and trying products and all sorts of good stuff. I really hope you're going to stick with me. Thank you so much to everybody that has stuck with me. I really do appreciate that, and I will keep the content coming for you because I'm determined to fit this into my weekly routine because I miss it and I love doing it so much. So anyway, that's all for now, so TTFN, and I'll see you in the next one. TTFN. Where did that come from? Anyway, toodles. Bye. Au revoir. Au revoir.